Hey, this bitch on.
Rolex, cut it up. Rolex, buttercup.
It's time for the hottest radio show and podcast.
I just looked at my wrist, I got time today.
With DJ Preme. It's time for SHEF Radio. Yes, sir. We're going to start here in the Far Podcast, man. You already know it's your host is Fly the Most. DJ Preme is in the building. I got my next guest in the building. I always say my next guest might be the best guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's CiaDior, Mrs. Put It On 'Em, Put 'Em Straight to Sleep here at SHEF Radio, ready to get down and dirty, down to the business, and get to know my man a little bit better.
For sure. All right, I like that. Hey, that's personality right there. That's what we fucking need on SHEF Radio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ain't gonna start you off with the how you get into music. We're gonna get there and shit like that. But you are. So tell me about just who you are as a person, as an artist first, and then what you do.
Mm-hmm. Well, me as an artist, I'm very, very versatile. You know, music is just something that's just been running in my family literally my whole life. So it's really just in my blood. Literally from the time I was younger, I was in talent shows in middle school. Because originally I was a singer before I decided to pursue rapping. So I was always in talent shows, always in varsity choir for a few years in high school. I was always, you know, just wanting to participate in different things musically wise, and always pursuing my dreams since I was younger. Even taking voice lessons, you name it, everything, I did it. So, you know, music is just something I'm very passionate about, and I plan to be very diverse when it comes to my music. I want to do a little bit of opera, add a little bit of that up in there, a little bit of singing, a little bit of rapping, a little bit of everything. I can make turn up stuff for the girls, but I can also, you know, I could get serious. I can get in my bag too, you know.
Facts.
Or if you want to be sad, I can sing something for you real quick.
Okay.
Whatever you want, you know, I can give it to you. But
do it all. Do it all. No, I like that because you got to be like that for real. Especially in this industry. But since the industry is so oversaturated, like oversaturated, why do you think that you're gonna make it out of everybody?
Mm-hmm. The thing I just named, I'm so versatile, and that's what a lot of artists these days are lacking. And that's not to down any of the new, especially the new girls that are coming out. You know, I'm happy to see anybody shining, anybody making it and finding a way to feed their families, even if that means, you know, talking about pointless stuff in their songs and, you know, making a fool. I mean, but if that's what sells, you know what I'm saying? They can't help that. However, we missing a lot of, it's like everything is starting to sound the same, and I feel like that's what is missing, and that's what I'm going to bring to the table, which is something I really love about myself. For sure.
What makes you stand out from the other artists? Because I'm not going to lie, like, I done had, we over 50 episodes deep now, and I done had artists after artists, and some of the artists, they make some good music, all right. But I had some artists come on, I'm like, damn, nigga, you ain't made it yet type shit. Like, damn, this shit is good. And like, even just being out in the field, I didn't notice like it's a lot of people out here that do make like really good music, but just to know that you really make good music, but you're not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you feel like you stand out other than, you know what I'm saying, from other artists?
Off top, my personality, because your personality sells, and a lot of these people lack substance. And, you know, like I said earlier, that's not to down anyone who has stuff going on now, but a lot of people do like substance. You meet them and you talk to them in person, it's like, dang, like, this you? Like,
facts. That's
all you had to offer? Like, they don't talk about anything. And I feel like, you know, and that's another thing as far as for women as well. They feel like if they're pretty or they have a certain aesthetic or a certain look, they can't show personality, or they can't laugh, they can't giggle, they can't, you know, hop out of that little box that they're in. But me, on the other hand, I'm finna laugh. I'm finna laugh. I could be a bad bitch, but I'm finna tell a joke, I'm finna laugh, and I'm finna, you know, I'm finna show my personality out. I'm not never too good to be sitting around like I can't talk to anybody or, you know, stuff like that. So
no, I feel you. I like that. What makes you think that music is for you?
Music is for me because I just never turned away from it. You know, it's just something that it's just always been in me. Like, you know, it's literally always been in me. You know, originally, like I said, I wanted to be a singer. But as I got older, towards like the end of high school, I kind of drifted away from the passion of singing because, you know, I'm like, you know, I started getting into that reality mindset. Like, oh, now I got to go to college. Now I got to figure out what I'm finna do in my life. Like, so I kind of stepped away from trying to pursue my passion. Yeah. But then fast forward, you know, I ended up, you know, seeing that I actually can rap. You know, that's a whole nother story. But, you know, so it just, it just really stuck with me, honestly.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. So since you do a lot of music, what's the creative process like when you making a song or when you in the studio? Mm-hmm. What does that look like?
For me, I need to listen to first of all, I feel like for a lot of artists, I need to run that beat through all the way through a couple times. I just need to sit there and just
take it in.
Yeah. Just, okay, see. And I like to play with it a little bit. I make it like a little, you know, just play around with it. See where I want to go with it. You know, see where I want to go with it. Once I find my main thing that I'm finna talk about or the route that I want to go with it, from there it's really just up and that's that on that. But I mean, it could vary. You know, sometimes I may start a song and not even finish it right then and there. I'll just write a couple lines to it. You know, put it down real quick, come back to it like a few days later, and I have to, you know. So it takes, it depends. It takes different time frames for
that's true.
Different songs.
That's true. Do you start off with the hook or the verse, or do it just depend on the song or the beat?
Honestly, it just depends on the beat. You know, a lot of times I do start by making a hook because sometimes that hook is what's gonna carry the whole song. So if you had that hook down, you could really just lay out the rest of the song if you had that main part down. But it also depends on the beat. Sometimes I don't have a hook, you know, but I have this that I want to talk about that I think goes good with this beat. So after I start writing that, all of a sudden now the hook came to me, you know. So it's just with this music shit, or just with anything that you're being creative with, or anything that you're really passionate about. I don't care if you're designing clothes or what it is, you know, it takes time, and it's like a lot of ways. There's no right or wrong way to do your craft. You know what I'm saying? There's no right or wrong way. So you may do yours that way. I might do my process this way, but it's no right or wrong way. Whatever works for you, work for you. Whatever works for me, work for me.
Facts. What is a typical day, a music day, like going to the studio, all of that? What does a typical day like that look for you?
Mm-hmm. Well, first, got to give me some food before I go to the studio.
Okay.
For sure. Got to give me some food, go into the studio, sit up there, chop it up. They might be passing the blunt and stuff. I might hit it, but a lot of times I really don't like to be high when I'm in the studio. That's just my personal preference, because I just feel like if I'm high or, you know, under the influence, I won't be able to lay my craft down to my best of my abilities. That's just me, though. Some people, they like to be drunk, they like to be high when they do those things. It's better for them because that makes them open up more. But for me personally, I feel like that actually takes away from my creativity. No,
I feel the same way, because even when I'm DJing, I'll have like some DJs or the homies come up to me like, hey, you want to hit this blunt while I'm DJing? No, sir, can't focus, I can't do this shit because I know how I operate when I'm like that. So I'm like, nope, can't do it. But after I hop off, you know what I'm saying? But while I'm on here, I need to be sober as I fucking can be, type shit. Even when the homies might come up with a drink, like, hey, take a shot with me. Yeah, when I'm done.
Yeah, and then they'll look at you crazy as if you wrong for saying no, like you being a party pooper or something. But it's like people who actually take their craft seriously and really, you know, take whatever they do seriously. You don't want to be walking around halfway sluggish, halfway high, drunk. Because I know when I get high, I like to go to sleep. I like to go give me some snacks. I like to just chill. I like to laugh with my friends. You know, just chill. But that's not something I just want to be working or, you know, trying to get stuff done while being that. I like to do that in my private, like, you know, when I'm chilling in an intimate setting, I'm relaxing. I don't have anything important to get done.
Facts. I know for me, it's just, I don't know. For me, it's harder to focus when I'm high. I can't even lie. Like, I remember I did smoke one time when I was DJing, and Serato has. I have thousands of songs on my computer. So I'm scrolling. I'm high as shit. So I'm like scrolling. I'm like, there's a lot of fucking songs. Like, what do I go to next? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and usually it ain't like that for me. I'm like, go to another song. I'm spinning, but I'm like, now my mind going 1,000 miles per hour, and I'm like, what do I go to next? If I go to this, they're going to fuck with it. They're not going to fuck with it. I'm like, all right, let's not get high anymore.
Yeah, let's not do that no more.
Yeah, you know, type of thing. You ever performed any of your songs?
Yeah, actually, I performed a few times, you know, not for any enormous crowds yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely have gotten a few performance experiences in
Like some open mics.
Yeah, some open mic type things, where they let, artists or who, if you do poetry, whatever you do, they let you come up there and showcase it. And I actually got a lot of good feedback doing that. But I haven't did it in a while, but I definitely plan to do that now because I'm in the process of a rebrand right now, actually. So you about to be seeing my face a lot. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
For sure.
You about
That's
to be
what's
seeing
up.
me.
That's what's up. What's your favorite thing about performing?
My favorite thing is being able to just see people's reactions on their face when they see you up there doing your thing. You turning them up. I like to get them hype. I like to really get it because, a lot of times people assume because you look a certain way or because you're a certain person that they don't expect to get out of you what comes out of you, so whatever. So they don't expect that from you. But then when I get up there and I'm turning up, and they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually kind of, okay, what's your name? What's your Instagram name? Like, yeah, like I'm telling you, that personality and just you putting that effort into whatever you do, that's what's going to sell you before anything else sells you, so.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Like, you kind of almost like that judge a book by its cover type of thing, but like what people do, because I seen this guy, shout out CiaDior, Hardbody CiaDior on the radio. He had On the Radar, and he was shouting out basically somebody or like putting a spotlight on somebody, and this guy from Atlanta, his name was T Royal. I believe that's his name. And I didn't know that he was a singer, but if you looked at him, you'd be like, this is motherfucking hardcore ass, motherfucking drug dealer ass, shooter ass.
You didn't even know.
Like,
you wouldn't even expect that.
The facts. So they played one of his songs. No. The day before we was at this open mic thing. He gets on the mic. He said, "Yeah, I'm a singer." And I'm like,
so everybody looking like,
stop the cap. Stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? He gets on the mic. He starts singing. I was like, what the fuck?
Like you shot. Everybody looking like.
And he could sing too. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then the next day, heard his music. I was like, oh, this nigga hard. This nigga nice. But knowing me, I thought he was about to pull up on some Dirk shit. You know what I'm saying? You about to chop her out the call on some other shit.
You thought he was about to come out trying to kill something like.
For sure. But no, I feel you on that. For real. What actually made you want to be an artist? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First of all, why I'm gonna sit up here and let my talent go to waste?
Facts.
Let's start there.
Facts.
We only have one life. Let's live it while we're here.
Absolutely.
The worst thing that can happen is what you get a no, or
you know.
But how would you know if you never try? Exactly. So that's the first thing. And what made me also want to be an artist is something I'm actually passionate about. It's actually something I really love doing. Like I could literally lay out the do re mi. Like I do this for real. Like I do this.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's something. It ain't nothing. I'm trying to just drop a hit, and that'd be good too to drop a hit. But I'm just saying like. Yeah. It's something I'm
one hit wonder type.
Yeah,
shit.
it's something I'm actually passionate about. And like I said, I want to do versatile. I'll hop on a country song. I'll hop on a pop song. I'll hop on a rap song and eat on that one. I'll sing an R&B song, Summer Walker type. Whatever it is, I can do it.
Facts.
And if I can't do it, I'm going to perfect it until I can. So.
Facts. What does the marketing side look like for you? Like how are you able to market yourself besides just putting your music out there on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, all of that? What does that look like for you?
Well, definitely, I go to a lot of industry mixers because I have a few friends. They do different things. I think you actually know one of my friends, China. Yeah, she's a PR and stuff. Yep. So we go to a lot of different industry mixers or album release parties for a lot of different Houston artists and different things like that. So I definitely like to go to those often so that I can get my name out. Previously when I was going, because I took a break from music for like a year and a half or so, I was still making it, just wasn't putting out anything publicly. Yeah. But when I was going to those mixers, I wasn't marketing myself because I felt like I didn't have any music out. So I go still and socialize, but I wouldn't just say, hey, I make music, or I have this song, because I felt like, I could say I'm an artist, but they're going to be like, they want to see something. So now that I'm back and doing my rebrand and I'm actually, finna pop out and everything, I'm definitely finna be going to a lot more of those industry mixers, showcasing my new single that I'm about to release and just selling myself, but I'm still definitely trying to figure out how to market, especially with how social media and everything is now. I was literally just talking to one of my friends about this. It's so hard, the algorithm and stuff, that how they mess with it on Instagram and just different social media platforms. It's like when you get on Instagram, all you see is Instagram reels or suggested for you post and different things like that, to the point where they're shadow banning everybody you follow. It's like, what's the point of me following people if I can't even see their posts? You might see a couple posts throughout the day from people you follow, but overall it's going to be like IG reels and just different suggested posts.
That's why I turn that shit off.
Exactly. Oh, you can turn it off?
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Oh, I need to turn that off. I need to turn that off. Like,
I'm away. Yeah, I turn that shit off. Because so you can't really turn it off per se, but you can. So how you do it is, if you see a suggested post, on the right-hand corner of that post, it'll have like a little X. So you hit the X, and then it'll be like snooze suggested post for 30 days. And you could do it like that. And every time, once that on that 31st day, I see a suggestion, snooze that motherfucker for another 30 days, because I do not want to see them suggested posts. So, no, I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah, it's definitely, when I took my break from music, it was during like the COVID time and everything. And, so it was, a lot has changed in that time. Even before then, Instagram was way different than it is now. Like, so I'm just trying to figure out how to market with the new social media. That's what I'm still trying to break through even right now. Me being an artist, I'm trying to figure out, how can I brand the best? How can I market on these different platforms the best? How can I get my face to be seen with them using their shadow banning strategies and all of those different, algorithm strategies? So I'm still trying to crack the code myself, but hey, I'm gonna still keep going. You see it. You don't.
For sure. No, I feel you. I think one of the best ways is just put out content. Just content. Because my content, and I told people before, like, and it's kind of some advice to you and other artists, producers, DJ, everybody out there that's trying to do something with that. But just keep posting the content, and you're going to just try different shit. You're going to find your niche. You're going to find what works. Before people started seeing my posts where I got words on the screen and all this shit, or it's like zoomed in on me while I'm talking, then it zoomed in on my guests and they talk and the words on the screen. It wasn't like that before. Like, before, it was both of us on the screen. You see both of us, and I had fucking terrible lighting, and I had all this other shit.
But everybody got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere.
And it's like, if you would have never did that, how could you have even
progressed exactly to get where I am now? So, and the content is getting better and better and better. And you know what I'm saying? You got to, and I'm not saying like try to go make some shit that's viral or go find some shit or find some shit that's viral, but like, a lot of these interviews that I do, every interview that I do, it's all organic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people that come on my show, I don't know y'all. You know what I'm saying? From day one, like, this is my first time meeting y'all. But I try to make this shit as organic as possible, and something's gonna come out of it. Yeah. Like, to where I post something from everybody's interview. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about finding, like, you know what I'm saying? Find something that's a little what's the word? Like, catchy. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's motherfuckers are like, oh, okay, I want to come. Okay, let me see. Because when you post something on your story, or if you post a reel on your story, you only get, 10 seconds to see that? Can you capture somebody's attention within that 10 seconds for them to click on it and actually watch a fucking minute or a minute and a half or 2 minute plus video? You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I kind of go about it. But I always say to artists, to producers, to anybody that's trying to go out here and do some shit like what I'm doing or whatever, or just get bigger, just put out content. Keep just putting it out. Find your niche, and you'll eventually get there. But you gotta keep going through that bullshit. You know what I'm saying, or the ugly shit, because you scroll down on my Instagram, you'll be like, oh, this nigga shit did not look like this. Fucking 12 months ago, 11 months ago, because we about to reach a year on Chef Radio, and trust and believe, you look at even the first episode to now, you be like, yeah, he got better.
But that's the beauty of the process, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's gonna make it even more rewarding once you actually do get to wherever you see yourself. It's gonna feel so good knowing that, oh, I originally started here, then I worked up my way to here and here and here. It's like that grind, like that's that real fuel, that real. That's what's gonna really make you happy.
Yep, I believe that For sure. You got any inspirations when it comes to music?
I mean, if we're talking about female rap, of course, I gotta say it, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
Come on now.
the queen.
The queen. I know a lot of people like to try to talk about like older, different rappers. Like, they try to bring up all the other people, the Lil Kims and everybody. But let's be real. In our generation, Nicki was doing that shit. She was doing it, and she was one of the main women. It wasn't like how it is now. We have 10 different bitches. Whew. You know what I'm saying?
Got a lot.
Like, it wasn't like that back then. It's like we had Nicki. That was the blueprint. We wanted to wear our different color wigs like Nicki. We wanted to have our nails like Nicki. We wanted our body, our butt. Like, oh my gosh, she got that big butt. And it was like a big shocker back then because, not many people had that. It wasn't like now where you just look everywhere. Everybody had a BBL.
Everybody got a BBL.
Like, no. Like, it was a big shock factor back then. The only person was like, Kim Kardashian and maybe her. Like, those are the two main big people, big names who were showing that.
Man, I tell everybody, especially they come on the show, if we talk about Nicki, I always got to give her flowers, man. I can't even like name the year she came into the game, but from that point to like 2016-ish, 17-ish, Nicki was fucking killing shit. I mean, and it was just her.
Yeah. And literally.
And see, this is another reason why I have to put so much respect on Nicki's name is she but like walked into some shit with Wayne and Drake. And she held her fucking own.
And you know how hard that is to be, especially with two talented ass people like Wayne and Drake. For you to be able to stand next to them and still be able to kill it on a song with them on a song,
Facts.
Like, that's, and I don't care what nobody has to say. People love to bring up other stuff. No, we're talking about Nicki as an artist. As an artist. Fuck all the other stuff, excuse my language, in her personal life or whatever she has going on. But as an artist, it's undeniable, and nobody can take that away from her.
Goated. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna say I was a barb, but I was definitely a fucking Nicki fan.
Look, I was a barb too. They didn't have that name at the time, but I was a barb. I was a barb for sure. Like, on my MySpace, I was literally like 10, I think. I was like 10 or 11 when Nicki first, was coming out, like, with her mixtapes and stuff like that. And I she used to have her cute little pictures. On MySpace, I don't know if you had one, but like they let you decorate your background wall. So I had like a pink and black. I remember I had like pink and black hearts with my Nicki Minaj. Still I rise, still I fight, still I might crack a smile. Like, I had every Nicki song playing in the background, and I was like, look, I was a little kid and I was looking up to her. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
That's funny. Yeah, Nicki, man, I fucked with Nicki so heavy. And I remember Pink Friday came out. I was like, okay, this is kind of nice. All right. And then after that, I think another thing that helped me also become a Nicki fan is, I talk about this a lot because I fucking love it, 106 in Park. Yeah. Because watching her video, and I always thought, I was like, Nicki bad as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, before we got the new generation, all this shit, I was like, all you seen was Nicki too, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but she was fine as hell to me. So, super bass, you know what I'm saying? All this other shit. And like, I'm like, okay, this shit is good. Like, she was making good ass music.
And she was unapologetically herself.
Facts.
Like, she didn't care. She'll go animated. She'll change her personality so quick, and she didn't give a fuck what anybody thought about it. Facts. And I feel like that's something else that also contributed to her long-term success, because you can't be trying to just stick to what you like, the same generic stuff. If she would have just been sounding like every other bitch, do you think she would have lasted this as long as she has in the game? It's that versatility. It's being unapologetically herself. It's being not afraid to pop out in a wild color hair, or not afraid to pop out with the weirdest costume, or not afraid to look weird when you're doing your different personalities and stuff, because that's what's gonna make you different from the next person.
Facts.
So, and they may talk about it for a while, but then eventually they'll be trying to be you, and they'll be trying to act like, you know what I'm saying? So,
facts. Because I ain't gonna lie, Nicki definitely paved the way for a lot of these female artists that y'all hear today. Like, dead ass. A lot of the shit, I ain't even gonna say like, because it's just a different generation now. Even from fucking 2009-ish, 10-ish to like 2016, 2017, and then now, like, it's just different. The world's different. You got social media, you got all this other shit, but she definitely like pioneered all this shit for the women, like all this shit, and like I said, she just deserves her flowers for show for doing all of the shit that she did. Like I said, to be able to hang with Drake and fucking Wayne and never. And another part about it is to never fall off.
Yeah.
Because YMCMB, all them other niggas, where the fuck are they at? Besides Birdman, where the fuck are they at?
Where the fuck are they at? Literally.
Where the fuck are they at?
Where the fuck are they at?
And what the fuck are they doing?
We can't tell you. We can't tell you.
Facts.
Like,
Facts. You know what I'm saying? To be able, like I said, to be able to hold her own and stay where she was and not fall off, and you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga is forever now a household name. You know what I'm saying? So whether you think she fell off or whatever, but like now it's like she didn't already made that legacy.
Yeah,
you
she
know
done already left her legacy. So it don't even matter what you think at this point. Like.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. That's real shit. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I still got some Nicki CDs. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's that? Pink Friday.
Yeah.
Roman's Revenge. I got that. I got the Re-Up. I got that. I think my favorite song on there was High School. I fucked with that.
High School. That was a banger.
I was like,
for
okay,
sure.
yeah. And my boy, Wayne, I fucked with Wayne. I fucked with Wayne heavy. So I was like, okay, yeah. I think that was like I was probably a little bit after the Carter 4, and I was like, yeah, this is my Wayne right here. So yeah. I'm gonna ask you a question that I actually, because I was watching one of my other episodes this morning. Shout out my boy Jock Q.
I know him. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out, Jock. Yeah.
He actually asked me a question that I want to ask some artists when they come on the show, which is if you had the chance to make a concert with 5 artists, who would those 5 artists be?
And I'm in the concert performing, or
you can be if you want to.
Or I'm just making the concert.
You the promoter, like you get to call 5 different artists to make a concert with.
Okay. Let's see. Based on everybody that's popping out right now. Okay, for sure, I want Lil Tyler. I want Lil Tyler there to open up, hottest upcoming, That
nigga is on fire.
I don't need a bitch. The Benjamin's the only thing I need. I don't gotta read.
The way he fucking raps and shit.
Yeah, like,
that
and
nigga
I fuck with it. Like,
it's hard.
And he young too, so he has a long way to go. I just, I hope I wish him the best. I hope he keep going, because he different. It's a different sound than the typical, like I said.
And he ain't talking about the shooting shit, killing shit. He talking about, like my boy Trace Day say, he talking about player shit.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Exactly.
But that nigga is on fire now.
I definitely, I fuck with Lil Tyler. Like, he young, but I really fuck with his music. I be playing it, so I like him. Yeah. So, I have Lil Tyler there to open up, of course. Definitely, we're going to have Sexy Red for the girls who want to get ratchet real quick.
I'm out of town.
Thugging with my rounds. Like, okay, they want to hear that real quick. They want to... real quick. And then also I definitely would like to have, if it was up to me, like, and I had the biggest budget, I want Drake I want Drake. I want let's put a little bit of Chicago in there. Let's get Lil Durk.
Yes,
let's get Lil Durk. Let's get I love Lil Durk. I love Lil Durk
so heavy.
Yeah. I love Lil Durk.
What's that? Is that 4 or 5? That's 4?
I think that's it. I'm over here just naming everybody.
Okay.
I'm not, look, if it was up to me, I'm gonna have about 20 people at the concert. It was up to me.
Yeah. That's a fire ass lineup though.
Yeah, but it's a lot of plenty more that I would love to have there too. So, but that's just a few that just came to my mind.
Okay. So collaborations, because since we on the topic of other artists, you ever done any collaborations with anybody, or you want to do some collaborations with other people?
I haven't did any collaborations with anyone. Like that's, actually taking music serious. I have did a couple collaborations with a few friends. But, we end up ultimately not releasing a song, maybe just made it playing around in the room. But I haven't collabed with anyone, major yet. But definitely, like I said, you're going to be seeing my face a lot. Sure. I'm literally in the middle of rebranding. That's why I took this interview, and I have some other interviews lined up. Like, you about to be... What you said earlier, content
for sure.
Like, I'm out here I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now. I don't think I was hungry enough a couple years ago, but I'm hungry now.
Tell people that all the time.
I'm here. It's a different feeling when you hungry.
Yep.
It's different. It's way different.
Yep.
Like, I'm hungry, and I'm out here for I'm
taking it all.
So, we in all these bitches out. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't coming to play. I'm not.
That's funny. No, I feel you. Do you have any other, is there any up-and-coming artists that you've seen out that you want to work with that ain't famous? Like,
up and coming artists. I definitely. Well, let's talk about some Houston because we in Houston. Let's
for
put
sure.
on for Houston.
For sure.
I definitely want to collab with Ken Man one day because you know Ken, she been working hard for the last few years. And congratulations to Ken Man on her recently signing with Rock Nation.
Yep.
You know, so I can't wait to see how you know what's further in her plan for her success.
Yep.
Can't wait to see how that goes. But yeah, I definitely work with Ken. Of course, you know, Meg is open to. I know she's on her hiatus right now with music, but you know, if she's back making her music shit, I definitely want to work with Meg.
Okay.
Who else in Houston? Female artists that I know. It's a lot of people. I don't know. And I'm having a brain fart. But yeah, that's two of the main women that I would love to work with.
What's her name? May Bussett. Erica
Oh,
Banks.
Erica Banks. Yeah, I love them. Drop song with Erica Banks as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I know she just got released from. What, is she not on her label anymore? What?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I saw
ain't got
something
no
about her
idea.
not being on a label anymore. I don't know what that's about, but you know, maybe now she'll have more control over what she can put out and stuff. So I
Facts.
definitely like to work with her to see, you know, what it does.
Facts.
So.
Ken the Man, quick story. I was telling a manager about how I first, because I ain't from here, so I'm from Kansas City, and I remember I was somewhere in a club. I heard a DJ play He Be Like.
Yeah, he be like,
And I was like, yeah.
Okay,
I see the
yeah,
shorties
okay.
kind of fucking with that. I was like, all right, that's one of them ones I got to write down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I did this prom. I think it was 2021. I think I did it. I don't know when it was. Girl comes up and she says, play some Ken the Man.
yeah.
I was like,
And it's
Ken the who?
yeah, exactly. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Ken the Man been having a city on lock.
Yeah, for
underground
sure.
for a long.
sure.
So it's like that's why when I seen she signed to Rock Nation, I was really, you know, I was excited for
Yeah.
her, like
Real
it's
talk.
one of my homeboys, homegirls or somebody, because you know I've
For sure.
seen her put in the work over the years and have
Yep.
and grow her fan base organically in the city. Because you know a lot of people, they just want that quick success, you know,
Yep.
and they don't even work on organically building an actual fan base. And as quickly as you come up is as quickly as that can end as well if you
Real
don't
talk.
utilize it right.
Real
You know,
talk.
so it's the importance of building that fan base to the point where it don't matter if any of y'all fuck with Ken. Now that she signed with Rock Nation, she already got the women on lock in the city.
Facts.
So you know she has that
Facts.
organic fan base to where you know.
Most definitely. Because I done seen it
Yeah,
in the club.
and you wouldn't think no girls no put on Ken the Man. They want to feel themselves. They want to talk shit about. They put
Yeah.
on that Ken the Man. Put on
Yeah,
that-
real talk. Because
So-
I done watched it from the young shorties to the older shorties. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, oh y'all fuck with her
Yeah.
most definitely. So y'all was at that prom. They was like, play some Kenny Man. I was like, who? What the fuck? But then they was like, play the He Be Like. I was like, all right. So I played it, and I was like, damn, I heard this song before, and I was like, I fucking heard this shit in the club, and all these little kids was fucking with this song, and I was like. Yeah, I gotta make sure I add this to the
Yeah,
rotation.
you gotta
I was
add it
like-
to the rotation.
I was like, this motherfucker gotta be in the rotation. But definitely shout out Ken the Man. I don't want to. I tell people all the time too. Like I don't want to come across as like a nigga. Oh, you don't know who the fuck I am. I'm not from here. So
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
And I mean, that's not necessarily anything bad that you don't
motherfuckers
know
really
them.
be scolding me though. They
Yeah,
be
but
like, you
it's-
don't know the fuck who. And I'm like, yo, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm
Just like we might not know some
Who the
people
fuck
in
from
your,
my city?
in your city.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and they might be popping in that city, but
Facts.
we just don't know them. You know,
Facts.
we're not the only city on the map. There's so many other cities and other talented artists within that city
Yeah.
that you know they may not know about.
Yeah,
So
I be telling people that all the time. Be like, hey, I don't want because another person, OTB Fast Lane.
yeah,
Somebody asked me to play shit in chemistry. I was like, they was
you didn't
like,
know
play
who. It's like how you don't know who Fast Lane?
yeah, they was like, I was like, because he said, hey, play that OTB Fast Lane. I said, nigga, at the time I was like, that's a long ass name. I said, OTB who? And that nigga was like, OTB Fast Lane. I was like, all right, so I look it up on Tidal. I'm on my computer while the music going or whatever. So I see like all these songs come up, and I was like, okay, which song you want me to play? He goes, Look Like Money. I was like, all right. So I play it. Everybody in the club, look like money. Talk like money. I was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a picture of that.
Yeah,
one.
go
Just
ahead,
run
add that to the
right down
lineup.
there. Yeah, that's
Go
going to get the
ahead, add that
rotation for sure. And then I went home. I did my research on him. I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? No, seeing who he was, listening to his music and shit like that. But no, I really do that with a lot of artists that's in Houston because I don't mind really, especially if it's a popular artist or if it's a known artist in the city. I want to know who the fuck you
Yeah.
are. You know what I'm saying? And
And-
even if you're not, I just kind of want to listen to you.
Yeah. And also, I have a question for you. I know,
For sure.
I know you're interviewing me, but
For
I got a
sure,
question
for
for you.
sure. Yeah,
I
that's
know
cool.
you DJ and stuff. So when it comes to upcoming artists like myself, if we want to get our music out, do you charge like a fee to put my song in rotation, or do you have like a budget or different packages where I could pay you this for a week or for the month so that you can play or whenever you're working and DJing? Or?
So I haven't. That's a great question. I haven't yet done that. Am I gonna do that? Yes. But for now, what I've done is if you just come up to me in a club, you like, hey, can you spin my shit? It is a fee. But because my job is on the line for a lot of you niggas. So but some people have actually just lately been hitting me up like, hey, Preme, I know you be out in the club. Can you spin my shit? How much it costs to spin the shit? And I'm just like, it's cost this much or whatever. But what I usually tell artists is build a relationship with a DJ.
Yeah.
And not only just build a relationship with one DJ, build a relationship with multiple. DJs. Because you can have, I'm just give you an example. Shout out my boy Trey Stacks. Let's go with my boy Just Matt. All right. So I could be Trey Stacks could be at Nomad. I could be at Camp. And my boy Just Matt could be at Ghost Bar. If we all have a relationship with you, we could be playing your shit at the same time at 3 different clubs.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So not just the people that's in Camp is listening to your shit, but the people in Ghost Bar is listening to your shit. The people in Nomad is listening to your shit. People at Crew could be listening to like everywhere around the city. So I tell people that shit all the time. Like if you know you got some good shit, you got some good music, your shit might be going a little bit or whatever. Even if it's not, if you have a club-worthy song, build a relationship with the DJ. Because
I got a question real quick. What if they song trash and you know it's trash? I'm just asking.
I'll let you know.
Oh, you'll tell them they song trash? Or like, let's say they really
I'll
want
be
you
like,
to play
it's
their
not.
song?
I'll be like, it's not club-worthy.
Yeah, that's a good way
I'll
to
say
say it.
it's not club-worthy.
Yeah, and that's a good way to say it because every song isn't club worthy.
Facts.
And some people be thinking they song is it. Like, oh yeah, it might be that to you, but that's probably not what people want to hear out when they're in the club, turning
Facts.
up, getting drunk, whatever they're doing. They don't want to hear that.
Facts. I tell some people like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because I done had some people like, even if the song may not be trash, it may just also really not be for the club. Or your song may not be for the 10 to 2. Your song probably for happy hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally, yeah.
So some people shit, and then some people your shit not mixed and mastered, or your shit is just fucking
mixed and
garbage.
Come on now, you gotta get it mixed and mastered.
Come on now. So and then sometimes your shit just might be ass, and I'll just let you know like, hey, you know, I'm still gonna take your fee, so go ahead and pay that up. But I'm gonna let you know this is the only time I'm gonna spend this particular song because it's not club worthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And at least you give them a chance. You'll spend it one time and let them know, you can't keep.
As long as you got that fee, for sure. I'll spend it. As long as you got that fee, I'll definitely spend it. For sure. For sure. I'll definitely spend it.
Hey, I fuck with that. As long as you got that fee.
As long as you got that fee. So yeah, but I think what artists need to do is that's really one of the most important things is build a relationship with a DJ. I was actually going to ask you another question that kind of tied into that, but because I'll give you an example. When I was back home, I ran into so many DJs and I was like, hey, can you spin my shit? Can you spin my shit? I'll pay you to spin my shit. My shit never got spin. So I was like, okay.
And that's another thing. How you even know if they actually gonna spin it? Like, let's say if I pay you, but I'm not there, but I send you a fee to spin it. Like, how I'm supposed to know you actually really?
So usually what I will do is, and then I know a lot of DJs that do this too. If you paying a fee to like, let's say just for instance, I'm at every club every night, so I charge you $500 for a whole month, right?
I think that's good because if your shit getting spent all month,
all
it's
month,
an investment, you know.
Exactly. So let's say I charge you $500 a month. Every time I spend your shit, I'm gonna take a video and send it to you, let you know like. And then I will also not just spend your shit when ain't nobody in the club because that's pointless.
That's pointless.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm getting like, let's say it's a 10 to 2, I think your shit is club worthy, but it's not 12 to 2 club worthy. It's probably like 10 to 12. I'm gonna probably play your shit as soon as I get there. You know what I'm saying? To try to warm the crowd up a little bit or whatever. But that's what I would do because at 10 o'clock, you're not gonna have the biggest crowd. But you gonna have enough people in there like, okay, what's this song? You know what I'm saying? But another thing too is this DJs, they DJ at the same motherfucking spots. They DJ at the same fucking spots. So, shout out again, Trey Stacks. He at Nomad on Mondays. If I know that Trey Stack is at Nomad on Mondays and I'm an artist and I got a relationship with that man, I'm going to have him spin my shit every fucking Monday because everybody that knows he's going to be there on Mondays, that knows that Nomad is going to be popping on Mondays, they're going to be in there every fucking Monday. So when they start hearing my shit every Monday, they're going to get accustomed and like, okay, because the first time they hear it, they're going to be like, okay, this is, I never heard this before.
Yeah.
Is this some new shit? All right. Like, is this some new niggas shit or whatever? And then the second Monday, you probably be like, oh, this nigga played this shit last week. I was kind of fucking with it. All right. Third Monday, they'll be like, all right, who the fuck is this nigga that he keep playing? Or, you know what I'm saying? So then they think it's new music by a popular ass artist. You know what I'm saying? That DJ is putting you on too. You know what I'm saying? So building a relationship with the DJ is one of the most important things you can do as an artist because the DJ can help you so much. So much. And like I said, not just one DJ, multiple DJs, because again, you can have multiple DJs spinning your shit in multiple clubs at the same damn time and you don't even know it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm a DJ that's into breaking records. So if you come up to me or if you have a nice song or like I get a lot of people that come on Chef Radio and they show me their music and shit like that. I'll spin their shit in the club just because I fuck with the song. Shout out my boy Mozzie. That goddamn walk down. Oh, I'm in the club every time I spin that shit. Like,
yeah, I gotta let you hear after we're done with the interview. I gotta let you hear my new single that I'm finna release. You tell me honestly if it's club worthy or something.
I'm definitely
honestly.
Club. Yeah,
and I take constructive criticism.
For sure.
So yeah,
I let niggas know. So because I'll tell you, if you come up to me, your shit is not club worthy. Or if you know what I'm saying, if I kind of know you a little bit, I'll be like, hey, bro, go back to the lab, work on that. You know what I'm saying, type shit. So, because even I got some homies back home that I play in the club, and like some real close friends, and I don't charge them niggas nothing because they know them the homies, like day ones. Of course. So sometimes they'll send me that shit. I'll be like, no, I'm not spinning that.
Yeah, not that one.
Not this one. Don't get me wrong, the song cool, but this ain't for playground or camp or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially the 10 to 2. You know what I'm saying? So this might be for the 4 to 6 when anybody in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but how do you think you have a good fan base behind you?
Well, actually, it's so surprising because even though I took a year and a half off from music, I actually do have some fans. I have a few fans actually in the UK. I have a fan in Africa. I have, of course, a few people around Houston that they be like, oh, girl, yeah, I fuck with your stuff. Like, when you going to drop some music in? And I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised, honestly, because I don't even be feeling like, I'm like, I didn't took a break. I haven't even shown my face in a long time. And you will be surprised who be watching you. And who actually, you will really be surprised. That's another thing. You just got to keep going because you don't know who fucking with you and who not. And who knows where I would have been if I would have never took that year and a half break. And that's another thing I had to come to my senses about. And the reason I took the break is I was always one like, oh, I want everything to be this way when I actually do pop out and drop my first single. I want to look like this, and I want the video to be like this, and I want to have this right. I want to have this amount. I'll be trying to critique and have everything perfect. And it's like, it pushed me back. And before you knew it, a whole year and a half passed by because I'm trying to wait for the perfect time. While bitches out here dropping, I ain't even going to say what they dropping, but these bitches out here just saying anything. And I'm sitting on hits. I'm sitting on bangers,
Facts.
I'm sitting on fucking bangers. And I had to look at myself like, bitch, are you dumb?
What the fuck is you doing type shit?
Like, fuck is you doing? No, for real. Like, fuck is you doing? And I had that wake up. I'm like, hell no. Like, fuck waiting. Fuck worrying about how I look. Fuck what people gonna think about you. Fuck not having enough money. Facts. Fuck that. You're finna see my face, and I promise y'all, you gonna look. I'm telling you.
No, I feel that because I talked to my homie about that. He was a producer. He like, bro, he makes some fire ass fucking beats. Like, and I'm not even saying that's my homie just because it's my homie, because he started off like, we knew he was trash when he started because you know what I'm saying. You just started the shit.
Yeah, when everybody start, they have they flaws and stuff,
but nah, he years deep into this motherfucker now, and he makes some motherfucking beats. And
gotta give me his information too.
For sure, I definitely do. Shout out my boy Yuri, the producer. But yeah, so he was like, bro, you know, like I'm sitting on all these beats and I want my shit to be perfect when it come out, and I don't want just anybody hopping on my shit and all this other shit. I'm just like, nigga, if you don't motherfucking put out them goddamn beats, like, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you, cause what happened to him? He was like, yeah, bro, I want this shit to be perfect. Couple years go by, his nigga still ain't put out nothing. I'm like, nigga, what you doing?
Exactly.
All you doing is getting older, nigga.
Exactly. And then when you're in this industry, you know, it is a age time frame on it. You know, of course,
Facts.
you know, people love to say, oh, you can do anything at any age. But realistically, you know, in this industry, especially as a woman, you know, it's a time frame on it. It's
Facts.
hard to break through as a 30-year-old rapper or, you know, anything older if you're not still in your, you know, younger and stuff, and that sex appeal sells for women. So you have to look a certain way. That's just the honest truth when it comes to this. So I wasted a whole year and a half of my youth, my beauty, my talent, because I'm worried about what people gonna think, or I'm worried about, I want to make sure I have this right and this right and this right. No, fuck that. All that shit getting put out.
Facts.
You know, the new single that I'm actually finna put out is literally 3 years old, but I had to change a couple lyrics to make it fit with this year. But yeah, it's a 3-year-old song that I've been sitting on. Because I'm so worried about, oh, I want this right, I want this right, I want this right. I don't want to do it. Like, no. And I've been sitting on that. No. Putting that shit out. Putting that shit out.
You know what's funny? Shout out my boy DJ Just 100. I had played him some music before. This is when I was already done being an artist. And he said, this shit is hard. He said, why haven't you put this out? I was like, bro, this shit is old. He said, nigga, it's new to me.
Exactly.
I was like, oh damn.
Hey, you better put that shit out.
He was like, nigga, just put that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Not everything you make got to be put out. But when you know you got some fucking hard ass songs, you know you got some ain't no reason you should be, as a smaller up and coming artist, there's no reason you should be sitting on music.
Exactly.
No fucking reason.
Who are you, Chris Brown?
Exactly.
Like,
because you're nobody. You're nobody.
Like, no, we need to be putting that shit out.
Facts.
Like you have something that's a hit, put that shit out.
Put that shit out.
I don't care if you're talking about you not, you know, pursuing artistry anymore or whatever. Put that shit out.
Facts.
Because you never know when that shit might blow up. You never know if somebody might take it and make it a popular TikTok or make it a popular. You just never know in this time, in this generation. It's like you just never know.
Exactly.
And you won't know unless you try or unless you actually take the steps towards doing it. So
exactly. So I tell people all the time, man, especially up and coming artists, put your fucking music out. If it's done, if it's polished, if it's finished, if it's great, if it's good, put it out.
Because even good, some people like good.
I don't give a fuck if y'all. I know y'all done probably heard this shit a million times. Me talking about it. I don't give a fuck. I tell artists this story all the time because they don't know it, but it's really fucking important. You know who Ray Shrimmer is, right? They had their song Black Beatles.
Yeah, Black Beatles in the city.
Yeah. So the Mannequin Challenge was the biggest fucking thing, you know what I'm saying, in the world at that time. So
had everybody
standing still, whole world standing still.
That girl.
So nobody knows, but that song was never supposed to be on that album.
Yeah, that's
and Mike Will made it talk to Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy. They was like, we don't want it on the album. He was like, put it on the album. He was like, just put it on the album. You can put it as one of the last songs on the album. Just fucking do it. And they was adamant. They was like, no, we don't fucking like the song. They did not like the song. And they was like, we don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. Mike Will was like, they had to finish uploading it to all the streaming services and shit like that. And Mike Will at the last second convinced them, was like, do it. They was like, all right, fuck it. Just fucking put it on that. I think it's like the fucking third or fourth to last song on the album. So
they didn't even want it. And that's
they didn't even want it, and it became the biggest song they ever
one of the
fucking
most known
made.
songs. When you think about them, that's the song.
That's the song.
That's the song that comes to mind. You know, that's crazy. You just
Crazy
never
as
know.
fuck.
You just never know what people might like or what might take. Something you might think, oh, it's all right. No. That shit might be your multi-million-dollar hit that you sitting on, you don't even know.
If I was them niggas, I'd be fucking thanking the shit out of Mike Will made it, bro. Cause he knew. He knew. He was like, this is hard. Like, this is one of them ones. Y'all just don't know it. And see, as an artist, you're like that sometimes. Cause my homie, he fucked with a song that I made. He was like, bro, this is one of them ones. I was like, nah, no the fuck it's not.
That's how I be.
I was like, no the fuck it's not. And I was like, the other one over there, that's one of them ones. He was like, no, don't get me wrong, that motherfucker good. But this one of them ones. And I was adamant about that shit. A year later, I came around. I was like, yeah, you're right. This is one of them ones. This motherfucker is hard. And everybody I would show people 2 to 3 songs, but I would always show that one song last. And I'll be like, all right, what you think about the song or the songs? They be like, that last one, bro. That last one is it. And I'm like, wait, you don't like the other one like that? This is the one I fuck with the most. You type shit, you know what I'm saying? But nah, like it really be the songs that you don't even fuck with.
Don't even like that. That people, that's how it always is. I don't know why is it like that as artists. Maybe because we're our biggest critics. So we probably be looking at every little thing, not thinking it's that. But hey, everything that you like doesn't mean other people won't like it just because you don't like it. So
facts. How do you stay connected with your fans even now that you haven't done music in a while? And then also, how do you plan on continuing to stay connected with your fans now that you're about to get back in the field?
Now I plan to stay connected with my fans now that I'm about to get back in the field by just, like you said, content. You're about to be seeing my face everywhere. I want to build up that bond with them, like, create an organic fan base to where they feel like you can almost feel like we friends and you ain't never met me a day in life in person. But I want to build up that rapport with my fans and my future fans to come, So that's what I want. I want that genuine. Fuck a fan, sorry about my language.
No, you good. You good.
But yeah, fuck a fan, my supporters. I want y'all to be like, we damn near like family. Like you like, yeah, like CiaDior, like.
Yeah. Real talk. What you think about the industry right now? You think it's in good hands?
Are you talking about as far as the artists?
Yeah. You can be honest.
I feel like honestly, a lot of the artists out right now, they just make a lot of bops and hits that are temporary successful, but I don't see a lot of artists that are actually building that longevity of being an artist. Like, how we had the Wangs, the Nickys, and the Drakes and different things like that. These people who are able to stay around 10 plus years. I feel like a lot of people are just making something quick, like blew up on TikTok quick. Yeah. You make a little dance to it, or I have my moment of shine quick. And it's just
somebody told me something about it. It was like niggas is making fast food music.
Yeah, like literally. Like it's like they ordering Happy Meals, but they ordering like songs though, like just quick bop songs that you could dance to real quick. Do your little TikTok dance too. Then it's like the song gone, and you barely even know about the artist no more. You wonder where they went, or they might have a few months of fame, but it's like, are they really building up that longevity and that?
Are they trying to leave a legacy?
And that's what I feel like is missing in the industry now. I feel like a lot of people who are making music now, they're not really passionate about it. Like back in the day, the artists were, I don't care what lane they were in, rap, R&B, pop, whatever it was, they were really passionate about their craft, and they were also performers, as well. It wasn't just you finna just go on stage and barely halfway sing, lip sing, high as fuck off a lean, barely can say the words, and they basically rapping with the sing along of the song, or you just finna come show your pussy real quick and you think, you did a performance. No, back in the day, they was making whole choreography, dances and shit, and wasn't out of breath. The Beyoncés and the Destiny Childs and all the TLCs and all them different people they had back then, the Bobby Brown, them people was on stage I'm talking about on the crack, on the drugs, on the coke, whatever they was on, they on that shit, still giving their best performance because they were real artists. And I feel like that's what it's lacking these days with men and women, so. I
think a lot of people look at the industry as a get rich quick scheme.
Yes.
Like, real talk. I think they look at it like, I can make a couple million off of this.
Yeah.
And niggas really don't know, like, no, you're not. Yeah. You're not finna make it like that.
That's not how that goes.
It's not how it goes.
It's not how that goes.
You know what I'm saying? And because you see your favorite artist on TV or in a music video flexing all this bread, there's actually prop money that they don't really got, that they didn't pay nothing for that fucking video for, that the label would pay everything for. They got all the fire and the bitches and all that other shit, and they all got paid the fuck out, and now they got to pay that shit back.
They got to pay that shit back. That shit ain't free. I think that shit, you think them chains, you think them hotel rooms, you think all this traveling fees and stuff, all the flights, them taking their videos by they private plane, you think that's free? No, that's not free. That's coming out. Hey, they coming up off that. They got to get that back. They got to get it back.
Give it back. Once they give it back, now they broke even. They ain't even made no money yet.
You ain't even made no money. And they probably do have a hit out, but they not even getting a lot of that money on the back end,
Facts.
So,
facts. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and that's a lot of artists that see they're seeing shit because a lot of these tour dates is getting canceled. They getting pushed back. Y'all thought it was cool. Y'all thought y'all was fucked up during the pandemic. Some of y'all artists, y'all getting fucked up now because niggas is broke. So niggas can't afford to come see y'all niggas now. You know what I'm saying? During the pandemic, niggas was out here scamming, getting money and all this other. They turned the pandemic to a bandemic like that nigga Quavo said. But y'all couldn't go on tour during that time. Now y'all going on tour. Everybody want to go on tour. But niggas can't afford a fucking $200-$300 if you not Drake or
if you're
Beyonce.
Not exactly.
Or because
exactly.
you niggas is not performing. Y'all just coming out for a little 30 minutes, just walking around the stage, saying your hit, doing your hits. Prime example. That nigga Lil Baby is supposed to be here this week?
Mm-hmm. He didn't sell out, right?
No.
Exactly.
I don't know if his shit got moved or got canceled. I didn't know that nigga was supposed to be here until last week. I was like, where's the rollout? Where's the rollout?
Like, where's the promotion?
Where's the promo? I was like,
yeah,
the fuck's going on? But like a lot of his shit was getting canceled.
The Baby as well.
The Baby shit was getting canceled. I seen Moneybagg Yo canceled a date or two. But like, y'all really getting fucked up now because, like I said, people are because we in a fucking recession, man. Like people are starting to have to pick and choose what the fuck they want to do. It's a lot of like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to go to Drake. Do I want to spend $300 to go see that nigga though? I'm like,
hell no.
Well, maybe I can catch you at Trillburgers again or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. Like niggas is starting to have to pick and choose on what the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like, you know how we were just saying earlier how a lot of people see it as a get rich quick type of thing. I feel like it's like that with a lot of different things. Now, not even just music. I feel like, you know how back in the day, people used to have to actually work to be, you know, let's say for instance, like, you a DJ. Yeah. Like back in the day, like, you know, people probably actually had to put that work in, go to different clubs and actually grind their way. But nowadays, people just like, oh, he a DJ. I see it working for him, so let me go try to do that too. Whole time, you probably more talented being an engineer, or you probably more talented being, you know, something else. But you want to do it just because you see somebody else doing it. And you have people, and it's causing everybody to be mixed and like, mixed all intertwined. Like you have people who are YouTubers mixed with a fucking dancer, mixed with a fucking bottle girl, mixed with a fucking and I'm a nurse on the side too. It's like, and then you have some people who's school teachers and they do this on the side and this ABCD. It's like these days everybody just doing everything. There's no specific lane for just any person anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think. Wait, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say. I think why people think a lot of shit is a get rich quick scheme or see it and want to do it, it's because niggas is broke.
Yeah.
Right now.
We broke. Yeah.
Niggas is broke now, bro.
I ain't broke. I'm like, I have money type broke.
Yeah,
like.
for sure. But for sure. But like, I see, because I done seen a lot of niggas like start doing some shit, and it's like, you didn't have to start doing that because you don't even fuck with that like that.
Yeah, you don't even like that like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or I don't watch the nigga become a DJ just because he's seen other niggas become like seeing, oh, this nigga got Gucci product, all this other shit on, and he got to be making money. No, it's not like that.
And you don't even know what that person had to go through or grind to get. Just like you had this podcast and stuff like that. Somebody else may see it and say, oh shit, he got this ABC, this, got the lighting, the camera, this. But you don't even know what he had to do, the work he had to do to put in to get to this point. You just seeing it. And I also blame social media as well. Because
social media, big problem.
You know, that's back in the day, they didn't have social media. So it was a different. See that shit. Yeah, you couldn't see. It was a different type of grind, a different organicness to it. But nowadays, just like everything is broadcasted on social media. So it's like, of course you have all these people trying to do everything. You have young girls coming straight out of high school want to go be dancers and they didn't even get they didn't even go fill out an application first to see if they maybe do like working a job. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, because, you know, hoeing is publicized on social media now. And as far as back in the day, that used to be something you only did if you just had to. Like, I don't want to dance, but I just did it because, damn, I got to get up out of my situation, or I got to pay off my college, or I got to A, B, C, and D. But now these young girls literally ain't went through nothing, don't have no kids, have all of their credentials, all their fingers and toes, you know, nothing wrong with them, so they can literally go do something productive with their lives, and they go throw themselves into that sex industry. And I'm a dancer, so as well. So I know what comes with that lifestyle. Right. And for these young girls to just be throwing themselves into that because it's something that's publicized, it's sad, because people might show the niceness of it, but they don't show the negativeness of it
real
too.
Talk.
You know,
real talk.
And the mental.
And they ain't gonna show that.
They don't show that on the pictures on social media and they Gucci outfits. They don't show that part.
And see, a lot of that shit too, I'd say like social media is like you building your fucking my player. You know what I'm saying? Like building your Wii character or whatever. Because you can be whoever the fuck you want to be on social media.
Whoever.
You can look like the richest nigga in the world and be broke as shit.
Dead broke.
Like, prime example, I had a nigga I used to make music with. He seen me on social media DJing all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't fucking get a lot of gigs like that, but niggas don't know that shit. But I make it look like, nigga,
you having that shit. You having that shit. It's motion. It's motion over there.
Oh, God. Nigga, sometimes I was doing shit for the 150, for the free, all this other shit.
But they don't see that.
But they don't see that. They don't know that. Mm-hmm. So, this nigga, he says, you know what I'm saying? I try to tap in with him, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up to him, all this other shit. He asked, I don't know, the nigga was fighting some demons at the time or whatever. I don't know what the fuck going on. But he was like, yeah, nigga, you moved out to Houston. You popping your shit and all this other shit, and you ain't spend none of my shit in the club. Da, da, da. Yeah. I said, whoa.
Look, outside looking in, don't even know what's going on.
You don't even know what the fuck going on, nigga. And like, and I was like, hey, I told him, I was like, hey, bro, I actually am spending your shit. If you actually talk to your homie, I actually send this nigga videos and shit because y'all in a group or whatever. You should send this nigga videos of me in a club spending your shit. It's like, well, I don't see my motherfucking streams going up. Nigga, I'm a goddamn DJ, nigga. My shit is downloaded. Why the fuck would I be streaming your shit? That's not how this shit works. But see, you on the outside looking in,
don't even know.
You don't know what the fuck going on. You think I'm out here just motherfucking
doing it big.
Hey, I'm motherfucking Drake's DJ or some shit, nigga. That's how you looking at me, bro. It's like, it ain't even like that.
And that's true. I even had, friends and, different people do that to me. I'd probably be like I said, industry mixer or something like that, and I might take a picture with a celebrity or something, or just, whoever I'm working with, and they'll swear up and down, I'm out here, oh, you didn't even invite me. You out there living your best life and all, and with all the... You don't even know. I damn near barely got in this hoe. This is a private event. I barely got in. Like I'm just as surprised as you that I got in. Like, but they looking on social media, just assuming that I just got on this pool. Like I just could have invited all of y'all. I just could have got everybody tickets. Like I'm Beyonce around this. No, I had to grind my way into there, and I make it look good. But if people really knew what goes on behind the scenes, they'll put a lot more respect on. I just guess I don't know people.
Facts. Cause a lot of niggas, like, even when I'm doing certain shit and people see me like, how you do that, nigga? Like, you don't even know, bro. I really had to backdoor that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, or if niggas see me with a certain person or whatever, or it's just like, nigga, bro. And honestly, it's about the connections, but I'm like, bro, it wasn't easy. It wasn't like how you think it was, nigga. I had to cut a couple corners, sneak through the back door, side door, and all this other shit just to get to where I was or where I am and shit like that. And niggas be like, oh, this nigga just getting handouts or some more shit or just I'm like, bro, you really don't know what the fuck going on, so shut the fuck up. For real, man. And like you said, I think and I was gonna ask you this question too. Do you think social media has fucked up the game?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it fucked it up. I just definitely think it's diluted and just oversaturated with so many quick people just trying to get a quick come up that it actually takes away from it. It's probably thousands and millions of people out here who really have talent. Like, like a lot of underground. I didn't even personally met a lot of underground artists who have some hard music, better than some of these artists that are actually big and popping. And, I just feel like that's what social media did. However, it does have its pros as well, because I feel like it's a platform for people to really get to broadcast themselves more, as maybe people back in the day, like the Nickies and everything, they probably weren't able to do that. They really had to go state to state and actually promote themselves, passing out their mixtapes and shit. Whereas today, you could literally just put it on Instagram and then just go up, or you could just pay for promo on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, whatever platform. So it has its pros, but it also definitely has its cons as well. So
yeah, I always say I fucking hate that social media has like got into the industry. As far as I think it's cool, like people that make great music, they can project themselves. But I also think it is a fucking shame that a nigga who looks at somebody as a get rich quick scheme, goes in his motherfucking basement, records one of the shittiest songs you ever heard, posted on TikTok, get 1 million views. Now he's at fucking Rolling Loud. How the fuck?
Literally, shit. Like you drop one song talking about I ain't even gonna say it, and now you at the because I won't put no names on it, but now you at the BET Awards off
Type shit.
off of one TikTok hit. That's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
Like, you remember when we was younger watching the BET Awards? It felt like some type of exclusive event. Like,
no, for real.
that, oh my God, the big stars are gonna be
For
there. Like,
real.
oh my God, like I wish I could be there type shit. But
Type
now
shit.
you can be there.
You can-
like
Anybody
you
can
can
be
literally
that
be
motherfucker.
there. Like, it's not even
Anybody can be that
special no more
motherfucker.
because it's like
Yeah.
you could be there.
Yeah,
Like-
and I think that's why a lot of, and I was talking to Jock about this shit on the episode. I was like, I think a lot of artists, I think that's another reason why a lot of artists don't go, like the bigger artists, like the Drakes of the world, the Waynes of the world, Nickies of the world. I don't think they go because it doesn't have that feel to it anymore.
They don't have the same effect.
They don't have that feel to it anymore, and I think we need to bring that shit back.
Yeah,
because
bring it back, man, please.
niggas will look at a BET award now and be like, "Yes, a BET award.
Mm-hmm.
I want a Grammy." You know what I'm saying? Or I want this. I want a fucking
Like, it's nothing.
MT Moon Man or some shit, bro. Like, niggas look at the BET awards like, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
And back in the day, they used to be something so special. Like, oh my goodness, you really
Yeah.
won that award, or oh, you were really nominated.
Yeah.
But it's like now it's just like, oh, whatever. Like, you know, it's just
Most of the motherfuckers that win award ain't even there.
not even narrow down. They don't even have the decency to come pick up the award. Okay, I get stuff happen sometimes, but it's like a lot of times they don't even bother coming.
They don't
anymore.
even give a fuck.
Like, they don't. Like,
They don't
they
give a fuck.
just, hey, just mail me that award in the mail.
If you notice, that's why that nigga Drake don't get nominated for shit no more because
'Cause
they know
he
not
ain't
gonna be
coming.
there. They know he not gonna be there, bro. But like, I think we do need to. I'm not even saying gatekeep, but like, we need to put that exclusive shit back into something like the BET Awards, because that is the only place where black entertainment is fucking like publicized and recognized.
Yes.
And we gotta make that motherfucker. We gotta make that shit back to where it used to be, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I used to back in 2008, 9, 10, 12, when I was in middle school, high school ish. Boy, when I knew when summertime was coming and the BET Awards was on, they talking about who performing and all that
Used
other
to be
shit.
so
I'm on that.
excited. But it's like
on
now
that.
I don't even want to say because I already know it's just gonna be some people, you know, who just threw a song together. You know, they not even really. It's just not the same.
It's not the same.
Stage performance don't be the same. Outfits don't be
man.
the same. The
Oh, man.
effort into the speeches don't be the same. You know, people used to actually go up there and really lay out a heartwarming speech, like, thank God.
Because they
for
really
this.
fucking cared.
Yeah, like they really gave a fuck. But now it's just like, oh, thank you guys so much for nominating me. All right, love y'all. Bye.
Thank you to my man.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, let's bring that back because the white people, they can have their Oscars and everything, and
Come on
it's
now.
still something exclusive. You
And
know,
we show up to that shit and give it the respect that it's supposed to have, but
when it
we
comes
show
to
up to
our
our own shit and be like, I don't give a fuck, or don't want to show up to it.
put that same effort into our platforms and our things that we have in our community, because I always say this. I just want us all to come together as a whole, as black
Facts.
people. Like, come on, let's unite. Like, stop with the back and forth. Like, if we came together, we'd be stronger all together than we would be apart. So that's all I want.
I don't care
World
what nobody,
peace.
No, for real. I don't care what nobody say. If black people really came together like we really supposed to, we'd be the most powerful race on this
Most
earth.
powerful. We're the most copied, the most hated by every race. You know what I'm saying? The most talented, the most creative people, and the most creative designs that are out to this day that we use, we don't even know are created by black men and women, but white people took the name for it and stole it, like they do everything. I still love white people, but I'm just saying, like they steal everything.
I'm telling you, everybody want to take something from us.
And if we just came together, if we realized our worth, they know our worth. That's why they steal it.
That's what.
They know our worth. That's why they
now.
came to our homelands and stole us, because they're like, oh, they big, tall, muscular, strong. Oh, shit, they can pick all the kind over there. Like, they see our strengths. They see how talented we are. They got us making a fool of ourselves on stages back in those times, you know, having blackface on and you're already black, you know, making a mockery. They knew we were talented, but they used it in the wrong way. But if we could wake up and see the talent in ourselves, imagine how far we could come.
Woo.
And we don't let them take advantage of it and misuse it. Imagine how far we can come. That's what they're scared of. They're scared of becoming a minority. So
Facts, man. Facts.
look, I talk all day if you let me.
I remember my homie at Finish Line. He spoke some shit to me. He said, you know why they scared of us or like why we are the way that we are, like black people, like what we can do. He was like, bro, we're the closest thing to God that anything to anything on this planet. He was like, that's why we have the abilities that we have that nobody else has.
While we can go in the sun and, we going to get a tan. We're going to get dark. I have a tan right now. But they go in the sun, literally sunburn, skin about to burn off, skin cancer type shit. Like, it's just certain things you just got to realize, like, why.
He was like, why can't we jump higher? Why can't we run faster? Why are we in certain aspects smarter? Why are we more creative? Why are we, bro? He's like, dude, we're the fucking closest thing to God on this planet. And I was like, God damn.
We're the blueprint. And I don't care what they say. I don't care what anybody feels about it. Because next time you do your favorite thing that you like to do, I know most likely it's something that came from a black person. Like it's just we the blueprint for everything, from the lingo to the way people dress, from the way people talk, from the way people make their songs, from the way people season their foods, from the way people do everything. Like we're the blueprint. And that's not to take away from anybody else's culture, but I'm just saying, like, we don't get the recognition that we deserve, and I think it's partially because we don't realize our own value. And you white people know they fucking value. That's why they walk around with arrogance. That's why they walk around and hold their purse when you come by them, lock their. If we start locking our doors when they pass by, let's see how stuff change. Like, we gotta realize, no, I'm scared of you. I'm scared you might let me lock my doors from you. Like,
oh God, real talk.
Let me, we gotta realize our worth. We can't keep walking around, letting them get away with this.
No, real talk.
Getting away with this.
Real talk. What you I like that. That was a big conversation. What do you think is the most important relationship in the industry? Do you think it's like a relationship with a DJ, a producer, another artist, an A&R, anybody else in the industry? To you, and this is just your opinion, what's the most important relationship to have?
Honestly, you need a relationship with all of them. You need a good-ass relationship with a DJ. You need a good-ass relationship with a producer. You need a good-ass relationship with an engineer. You need and that's what I'm working on building, some people that I know I'm locked in, that I know this is my person for this. This is my, because you have to be locked in with you can do, of course you can do everything by yourself, but sometimes it take a team. Sometimes you need those people that you locked in with, because you never know who that person might know. And, that's why I like to surround myself with like-minded people, and people who are also trying to get somewhere and get to the top. I don't give a fuck how many followers you have, but if you had that determination, you had that mindset, and you're driven, like you had that mindset, like, no, we finna make it. Like, that's the people I like around me. Fuck, because you can have 20K or 30K followers, but you still have a bad mindset, and you don't have that drive. But I like people around me who are hungry. I sit down with my friends, the few friends that I do have, because I don't have a lot of them. I sit down with them.
I feel you.
I sit down with them. We talk about, okay, yeah, we manifesting, like, oh yeah, we gonna do this. Oh yeah, and when we make it next year, we gonna this, and okay, and yeah, we can put out this, and yeah, you can do. We laying out ideas for each other how you can do it. Oh, my friend who a PR like China, oh yeah, you could rebrand by doing this. ABC, do a photo shoot. You could da da da. And even just by her maybe suggesting an interview, for instance, like this. I like people around me like that who are just as hungry, who are just as, efficient, just as, I just like people around me who are like-minded, because I feel like we can contribute a lot to each other.
Absolutely.
And if you network, the power of networking, never be
Crazy.
afraid. Like, you never know. You just never know who you talking to, who they know, you just never know. And I just pray, God bless us and put us in the right rooms, around the right ears.
For sure. That's why I tell everybody, if you're going to be an asshole, bro, be an asshole to everybody. That way, if you miss out on your blessing, you can't be mad. Because you an asshole to everybody. You know it.
Yeah.
But that's why, like me, I tell everybody you can come on my show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be an asshole to anybody, because you're going to fuck around and be an asshole to the wrong nigga.
To the wrong person.
To the wrong nigga. And you're not going to know who the fuck they is. And then
Go ahead. No, I was actually watching an interview. I forgot what the lady's name is. She's like an older actress. I think she played on Sister as the mama. Jackie,
okay.
I think that's her name.
Okay.
But yeah, I was watching an interview with her. She actually had a similar experience. She said back in her, I don't even know if it's her for sure. Sorry if I'm mistaken, but she said back when she was like just coming up as an actress, she had an intern, like a guy come in to bring her coffee or whatever, and she just was so mean to him, like horribly mean, and like just dismissed him and just basically, treat him like shit, because that was in her prime at the time, and she treated him like it was nothing.
Damn.
Years later, that intern turned out to be one of the most top directors in that industry, you know, of acting and everything. So he's like a top director now. And she said because of that, it's caused her to really miss out on a lot of different, you know, opportunities because she was mean as fuck to him years and years ago before she even saw what he had in him. Before he was even that director, before he was even that person, he was an intern. She looked at him like, oh, he just a just an intern. You never know who gonna be.
Who gonna be who.
You don't know who gonna be who 5-10 years from now.
Facts.
And you don't walk around here thinking just your shit don't stink and being mean and missing out on your opportunities. No, I'm nice to everybody.
Yep. You never know. Like, that's why I say, man, if you gonna be an asshole, that's cool. Be an asshole to everybody. That way you ain't tripping later when homie big or whatever, and you know what I'm saying. You could have been on. You could have. They could have helped you out. But hey, it is what it is. I tell the people that shit all the time. Before we get out of here, I want to ask you another question. Talk to me about your upcoming music. What you got going on? If you got any projects, you got any albums, you got any singles, anything? Talk to me about that. Yeah, definitely. I have a lot of stuff planned. Like I said earlier, I'm about to drop my new single, Want It All. So definitely it's going to be available on all platforms. You can get it on Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, TikTok. It's going to be on everything, literally everything. This is my first official single. Been making music, but this is my first public official single, and I it's something for the girls. So I know they're going to fuck with it. I get a lot of good feedback on it. And I have a lot of stuff planned. I have some freestyles coming up. I have some Kill the Mic videos coming up. I have some more interviews coming up. I'm definitely looking forward to this interview releasing with Chef Radio. For sure. So, I have a lot of stuff planned. You're definitely going to be seeing my face a lot. And I just want you guys to stick through me throughout this journey and just remember my face. CiaDior. For sure. Look me up. Check me out. All right, bet. Go ahead and shout yourself out. Tell everybody where they can find you, find your music, all of that. Yeah, you guys can find me at CiaDior Official, Dior with the E, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. It's all the same, CiaDior Official. Follow me. Check me out. I'm going to turn y'all up. And, don't be scared to, DM me and let me know what you guys think of different projects and things I released. I don't bite. I'm nice. For sure. I appreciate you for coming on the show, doing your damn thing, talking some shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Absolutely. Y'all keep it locked. You already know the dessert mix up next. It's the hottest, the biggest. CiaDior, DJ Preme. It is Chef Radio.